junior middleweight division. The referee is Ron Lipton. Introducing first in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with the green trim. He weighed in at an even 157 pounds. This fella has 7 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw, with 2 knockouts. From Catskill, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Kelvin Prather. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the blue trunks with the tan trim. He weighed in at an even 156 pounds. He has 14 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, with 7 knockouts. From Newark, New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen, here is William Bo James.
30-year-old Bo James, the fighting fireman from Newark. He's a full-time fireman in the city of Newark. He's also a sergeant in the National Guard and a professional fighter. Been fighting professionally since 1986. And across the way is Kelvin Prather, who is trained by Kevin Rooney, former trainer of Mike Tyson. Kelvin Prather is 26 years old and says he's the best 7-6-1 fighter you'll ever see.
In fact, Prather wants to avenge those losses. He feels he should be 12-2.
Now, Bo James was scheduled to fight Aaron Davis, and then Davis came up with an injury and bowed out. Bo James still gets to see some action.
James is a part-time fighter. I mean, he doesn't really have the time to really put full effort towards boxing. Boxing requires 100% attention and training.
Out of the same stable as Juan Negron, managed by Mike Gadagno.
The left jab of James is getting through, but he has a terrible habit of dropping those hands. Those hands should be a lot closer and protecting that chin.
Likes to drop that right hand. Prather comes back banging away.
That jab is keeping Prather off balance.
He follows up with that right hand behind it.
You know, Prather's trying to, I'm sure, emulate the style of Mike Tyson, but the thing with Mike Tyson, Tyson slips punches. Prather's taking each and every punch. And he's also reaching in. Both fighters actually are reaching in.
James picked off those last punches. It's interesting, sometimes Bo James gets a little snap on those jabs, other times they're real just pawing with the jab. James just missed with that last right hand.
You see here the way Prather puts both feet together, which is a no-no in boxing because you're off balance. All a man has to do is push it backwards and you go down. Here is a good shot of it. It's a pretty decent right hand by James.
And again, the right hand landing for Bo James. Good combination. James has put that 1-2 together several times. End of round 1. This one's scheduled for 8 still to come. Our main event a little later on, the #1 featherweight contender, Kevin Kelley, 27-0 with 20 knockouts, will be taking on Tommy Valdez from Tucson, Arizona by way of Mexico, who's 32-14-2 with 26 knockouts, but he's never won in the U.S.
giving this guy too much room. You gotta get right on this guy. Stay on this guy. And Bobby Lee will come up punching with the left hook or the right hook. But you're standing too far away. Same bullshit. You understand me? Get on this guy. Use that left hand to get in there. Use the left hand to get in there. And stay in there. So the combination, you did it just once. You gotta do more than that. Don't give this guy any room to be dictating the pace.
Kevin Rooney with some sharp words for Kelvin Prather. Kevin Rooney told me today, Ray, his door is always open to welcome Mike Tyson back if he ever wants to come back. But I doubt that'll ever happen.
Where here he's trying to use Prather as the next Mike Tyson. See, Prather has totally abandoned his left jab. He's just reaching in, trying to throw a left hook. And whereas James, who's the taller of the two, is using that left jab just beautifully.
Prather is a converted southpaw, and it almost seems at times he wants to go back to the southpaw style.
I'd be surprised if it doesn't happen. I would think that the way that Prather's coming in, and if he's caught, he'll go down easily because he's off balance.
Sam Rosen with Ray Leonard here at ringside at the Paramount. And glad you're with us for Fight Night. Prather missing with that wild right hand.
The mouth is open, and a good indication that fatigue has set in because he's swinging so wildly. He's missing some shots. He's taking a lot of steam out of his punches.
He's got a strong looking body though.
He really does. But see, once again, if you don't position your body properly, that beautiful body means nothing.
You think he's not comfortable fighting right-handed, Ray? Being a natural southpaw?
I don't think he's comfortable at all, to be honest with you. You see there, I mean, he's swinging so wildly and freely. This is when James should time. Use that left jab, keep that jab in his face, and when time permits, drop the right hand.
That time, Prather got in a counter right hand, and he forces James back to the ropes.
You're locked up. Stop punching. Step back.
Ron Lipton steps in. There's that pawing jab by James.
That time rather, James finished up with an uppercut.
Good counter right hand by Prather. Prather's landed a few more punches in this round than he did in round one. End of round two. Gold for 8. Bo James in the blue trunks. Kelvin Prather in the black. How'd you score the first two?
I gave the first 2 rounds to Bo James, mainly because he's been in control of the fight, using his left jab. And with Prather's, he's really been trying, but has not been too successful.
Bo James' last fight was January 16th in New Jersey. Won a 10-round decision over Raphael Williams.
One thing about Prather, he's not short on heart. There's a lot of determination.
Nice combination by Bo James.
It's a smart thing for James to do is to keep Prather in the center ring, because against the ropes, that's when he may put himself in some trouble. Keep this man on the outside of that left jab. Let him spin himself.
Prather misses a lot of punches.
Yeah, he reaches in, Sam. He comes in with his head down and he tries to land that one big punch.
Right hand scoring for James. Those punches taken on the gloves and the arm by Prather. Glancing right hand. Now it almost seems as Prather's throwing arm punches and reaching.
Well, actually, that's what he's doing, Sam. He's reaching in, but he's starting to connect a couple once in a while. It's once James stops, it becomes a stationary target, that Prather is able to land one of his punches.
And James has been very effective when he just pops the jab and comes with a right hand behind it.
I mean, the way that Prather is coming in, a jab could put him down.
Prather charging, and James blocking those right hands.
Gotta work on the inside, keep your hands moving. Fight on the inside, only one. Hands moving, locked up, step back, please.
Final seconds of round 3.
Third round's a very good round for Bo James. He came out with the uppercut, the right hand, some good punches, some good angles here. He totally had Prather off balance and in a little trouble here. Good round for Bo James.
And Prather seems to be getting himself in a lot of trouble by swinging wildly and missing.
It really fascinated me when Prather went back to his corner. He threw his hands up in some sort of victory. Probably some psychological ploy.
Perhaps to indicate to Bo James that he wasn't hurt by that flurry at the end of the round. A real good finish to round 3 by Bo James. This is round 4, scheduled for 8.
Good right hand by Bo James.
They're short and quick.
Hands are free, punch your way out. Stop punching, step back.
Prather's putting a lot of pressure on James. James needs, he better be in shape. Because this is what Prather wants to do, turn this into a street brawl.
Punch your way out.
It almost got that way.
Punch your way out.
James has landed some good punches on the inside. Another right hand. Good left hand by Prather.
Now this is when the fight is neutral and is even, because once it turns into a street fight, this is when James plays into the hands of Prather, his style. Inside fighting, and whoever lands the first punch.
James occasionally giving Prather some different angles, coming from underneath with that left hand. Again.
Prather's still coming.
That time Prather landed the right hand.
That's what Prather needs to do. Go to the body, concentrate on the midsection of Bo James.
Some blood coming from the mouth of Kelvin Prather now. The jabs are not snapping, but that right hand behind it is pretty good. James doing a good job.
5 seconds.
End of round 4. Rosen along with Sugar Ray Leonard at ringside. Gil Clancy watching at home, and if he's upset with anything, he'll call us and get back on the air. He likes that air time. This is round 5, scheduled for 8. How do you score the first 4, Ray?
Well, I thought that James just did an excellent job of keeping Prather off balance. Prather, you know, has had his moments, but he's yet to penetrate the style and the height and reach advantage of William Bo James.
James stands 6 feet, Prather 5'9". There's a right hand that landed by Bo James.
Either James doesn't really have solid punching power, or Prather has an incredible chin. I think it's a little of each.
Right hand by Prather.
The right hand thrown by James is a thing of beauty right here, because he's setting up with the left jab.
Prather will land one punch and then James will come back with 3 or 4. Oh, good uppercut. Oh, good solid left hook.
When James throws a combination, what he needs to do, as opposed to stepping back and watching his work, or observing his work, stay there. Just stay there and continue to throw punches.
James looking to set up the right hand.
Now they need to stay on top of this man now.
Prather's hurt. He's taking a beating in this round, and he is shaken. It's all Bo James right now. Kelvin Prather is really shaken up.
He's ready to go now.
He's a bit dazed. His legs are wobbly. He's off balance.
James should step back and get that jab back in his face and drop the right hand again. Come back with the left hook to the like he's doing to the body, but stay on top of his man.
Left hook, and down goes Prather. One big left hook. The count is 5. He's up at 6.
Unbelievable that he got up from that.
He's very shaky. Ron Lipton looking at him. Gonna let him go.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, James trying to finish it. That's it. One straight punch. Prather just wobbled back to the ropes, and this one is over. Bo James with a very solid performance.
That was a picture-perfect left hook thrown by Bo James. It was very short. Had his body, he turned his body behind it. It's a good punch. Picture perfect.
Still a little dazed. And he's still dazed, but talking to the doctor. Kevin Rooney was upset with the referee for stopping it when he did, but I don't think there's any question that it was done. Bo James with a very impressive performance.
It was a very good showing by Bo James. The way he took his time and set his man up.
As I mentioned earlier, he was supposed to fight former welterweight champion Aaron Davis, and James people felt he would have done a good job.
Well,
here's the knockdown rate.
And it's one punch knockout. I mean, a good, solid, short, well-executed left hook thrown by Bo James. That kind of punch reminded me of a Bob Foster, because Foster had an incredible left hook to be such a tall and angular boxer.
What's interesting, I think, Ray, is that he was landing that right hand time and time again, then it's the left hook that ends the fight.
The right hand was a thing of beauty too, but because throughout the fight he landed the right hand, but it's the left hook. One punch that sent Prather to the canvas.
Bo James goes in, looking for the finish, a wild right, a left to the body. 3-punch combination, and that's it. Ron Lipton steps in and stops the fight. Let's get the official announcement from Ed Darian.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ron Lipton stops this bout at 2 minutes and 33 seconds of the 5th round, and a winner by a TKO, William Bo James.
Bo James.
And a nice round of applause
with his second win of
Kelvin
1992. And a solid performance by the Fighting Fireman from Newark, New Jersey. Bo James, a winner over Kelvin Prather. Well, I don't know. Is Prather the best 7-7-1 fighter around?
He's trying to prove that.
Well, he didn't tonight. Bo James comes out the big winner. We'll be back with more Fight at Madison Square Garden in New York. You're watching Fight Night, and joining me here at ringside is the #1 junior featherweight contender in the world, Tracy Patterson. And on June 23rd at the Knickerbocker Arena in Albany, he'll be fighting Terry Jacob of France for the championship. It's about time, isn't it?
That's right. I've been waiting a long time for this. and I'm preparing myself well for the championship fight. I will be ready.
You're always ready, but do you think you'll train any harder than you normally do? And you're a pretty diligent trainer.
No, I think the most important thing is to stick with the same training program and not overdo it. You know, because if you do, you could overtrain a little bit. So I'm going to basically stick with the same kind of training program.
What does it mean to fight in Albany, which is not too far from your hometown of Catskill, New York?
Well, it means a big deal to me, you know, having the fans pulling for me. You know, that can make a difference, you know, in those later rounds when you're looking to dig down. Those fans can really help you dig down. I
said Catskill, actually New Paltz, but let's talk about Terry Jacob. You fought in Europe before. Have you seen him fight? What do you know about him?
Well, I don't know much about Terry Jacob, but I heard that he's pretty tough. He's a crafty champion, and it'll be a big challenge for me, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Will you look at tapes before? Will you look at tapes of him before you fight him?
Nah, I usually don't look at tapes. My father look at the tapes, and he'll tell me how I should fight him. You know, I like to, you know,